Set the clock to one.
Inside the NBA presented by Kia and have the alarm go off during the show.
Walk it out.
Yeah. Good. All right, Rockets tie things up with the Golden State Warriors, a game that has a lot of stuff to unpack. Let's get right to it. It's Steph Curry and the Warriors trying to win the first two on the road in Houston. Alperen Şengün coming off a solid opener, which he had 26 and 9, and he picked right up right there.
Turkish Terminator.
There you go. They're going to have a hard time with him all series.
Jalen Green, how about the night he had after his debut in which he had 7 points on 3 of 15 shooting?
Hell of a comeback game, Ernie.
Yes, he did. And then, oh, this is the play that can swing a series and can swing just the playoffs in general. With Jimmy Butler has had such an impact for the Golden State Warriors, but that is a pelvic contusion. He leaves the game. He does not return. He's going to have an MRI tomorrow.
Oh, double spin.
Man,
spin cycle.
Man, fine.
So somebody sent me a text saying that he been working with Akeem for the last 2 years.
Well, I mean, it is the greatest post player to ever play.
Yeah.
Possibly. Moves, at least.
Halftime, 60-46 Rockets.
Oh, I like that. Go, finish that.
Dylan Brooks for 3.
You don't shoot that, that should be a walk. Yeah, seriously, though.
Off the turnover, Jalen Green.
On your head, Santos.
Tell you what, man, this kid got so much talent.
Oh, my God.
If he could be consistent.
That's it.
That's the only thing he's missing, consistency.
Golden State was trying to hang in there. Quentin Post knocks down a 3.
Played very well tonight.
And here, Jalen Green
You can't do that.
to Draymond Green.
You can't do that.
Oh.
That's a flagrant 1.
Yeah, I mean, if that was Draymond Green, he would have been kicked out.
That should have been a flagrant 2.
That's a flagrant 2.
They got it down to 11, but really no closer. Houston shutting the door on them. And then more words, and this one's a T for Draymond.
What did I tell you about, Kenny?
Oh, he's gonna get in a fight. After this, he's coming.
He's gonna get tossed. He wanted to get tossed.
Or get kicked out. There it is. Here's the fight.
And here's when he wanted to get tossed. He was ready to go home for the night.
Yeah. Lots of chirping. There have been lots of bodies on the floor in this series. This has been towel throwing.
Come on, man. You don't throw stuff at
Tari Eason got caught doing that.
Not a fighter in the bunch either. Not a fighter in the bunch.
109-94. The Rockets win it. What do you say we hear from Ime Udoka?
Obviously, Jalen was a big part of that, but everybody else contributed as well, and guys were aggressive, so that's what it looks like. We hold the team to that. We should have comfortable wins like we have all season, and well, like I said, first game's out of the way. Guys got their rhythm back, got their focus, confidence, never left, but get the jitters out and have a good offensive show, and we'll be in good shape.
A double-double for Alperen Şengün. What did you like about his performance, not only tonight, but just his first 2 games in general, and the way he's kind of imposed his will?
Yeah, he's a matchup problem for teams, and they're switching all type of guys on him, kind of going after him. But he's patient, takes what they give him, and makes the right read most of the time. But we need his aggressiveness. He calms us down in the post. Like I said, we're putting him all over the court, setting pick and rolls for him, isolations at the elbow, playmaking, rebounding, obviously at a high level, but and guarding wings on the perimeter. And so, hell of a job by him in the first 2 games. You know, good carryover from what he did all season, basically. That's why he was an all-star.
Ime, how did things change when Jimmy went out, and what type of things did you all do to take advantage of his absence?
Yeah, obviously he's a huge part of what they do. Isolation, score, cross matches, he likes to hunt those, and so you could key in on Curry a little bit more, obviously, with him not on the court. And I think we did that for the most part. You know, he had 5 points until the 2 late threes in the first half, and then, you know, scoring 20 on 6 for 15. With 6 turnovers, we got aggressive with him, went after him, and tried to make some other guys beat us, and it worked for us.
What kind
Meantime, the story on this game is Jimmy Butler's situation. Depending on the severity of this injury, this pelvic contusion, and tomorrow with the MRI. And we'll see what it holds for the rest of the series.
He's a heck of a player. I hope he's all right. But we still got to give the Rockets some love tonight because they kept Jalen Green was awful in game one. He was fantastic tonight. He showed up and playing like he's supposed to play. He's a heck of a player, but he's got to find a way. You can't go 38-7.
You got to shoot.
It's got to be.
You're not cutting him any slack for a playoff debut. Never been there in game one.
Oh, no, but he's been doing the same thing all season.
There has been a roller coaster.
Yeah, but he got a lot of talent. Like you can go 30, 17, 20. You can't go 30 and 7. That just you can never be a great. Paul Silas, one of my favorite coaches, just said to me.
You got ahead too.
No, but he always said to me, asking about players, he says, Chuck, if a guy scored 31 night and 10 the next night, people are gonna say he averaging 20. But it's not.
Oh, is that 1 o'clock? Oh, my bad. I put the wrong time on earlier. I thought it was 1. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, so he had a good average.
Careful, you're going to wake Chuck up. Go ahead.
No, but he said, if you get me 31 night and 10 one night, people are going to say, well, he's averaging 20. He said, we can't win like that. And that was one of the most valuable lessons he taught me as a coach. Rest in peace, Coach Silas.
How about your Rockets tonight, huh?
Coach Udoka said something very interesting about Şengün, patience. One thing about the European players, you're not going to speed him up. He's very patient. Turkish Terminator, loved the way he played. And, jitters for Green, came back, had a, great game. But can they do it on the road? That's the key. Can they do it on the road? Jalen Green had a fabulous game. All the other Rockets still need Fred VanVleet to pick it up a little bit. Golden State fought back, had a lot of different matchups that we never seen. Fought back, so hopefully Jimmy can come back. But the Rockets play well. I'm happy for the Turkish Terminator. Played excellent ball tonight.
They're plus 30 on the boards overall. They're 100 to 62 points in the paint. I mean, that's when you have dominating performances like that on the glass and in the paint. That's not going to go away, is it?
That's why he had to bring Kuminga in the game because Kuminga's the other. The Warriors are a small team. Even with Jimmy's there, they're still small. That's why Steve Kerr, he didn't play him in the play-in games. He didn't play him in game one. He says, I got to put some size out there. So Kuminga's going to be huge this series.
If you're a Rocket fan, you'd have to be encouraged because even if Jimmy Butler was there, the two guys that you need to play well, they would have played well. Because offensively, that wasn't the matchup. Butler doesn't match in Şengün or really Green that much. They use him at the small forward. So you'd have to be encouraged, especially with Green, because at the beginning of the series, I said, well, this is the series that Ime Udoka has to make him a star, help him become a star, and he's done that with when he was with the Celtics, with Jalen Brown and Tatum. So he understands the concept of a guy who can score and has a matchup advantage every night. So this is a big series for him.
Jalen Green with his 30-point night.
38.
At 38. They're 14-1 when he goes for 30 plus. Meantime, short time ago, here was Steve Kerr.
Just what were the emotions as you saw? Well, Brandon wasn't feeling great, and then Jimmy go down, right? Kind of in a real quick succession there. What were you thinking? What was that emotion like?
There's really no time to even feel any emotion. You just respond and react with what you have to do in terms of, making a sub and trying to think about new substitution patterns, who you want to pair together, all that kind of stuff. So obviously, feel terrible for Jimmy. Hopefully he's okay. We'll see. He's going to get an MRI tomorrow. And BP, really proud of him for making the effort. He's been feeling terrible all day, and he tried. He got an IV at halftime. Just didn't have it. So tough night. We'll bounce back.
Talk to Jimmy at all?
Yeah.
Are you optimistic, or you just kind of?
Jimmy always says he's going to be fine. I mean, but we have to wait to see with the MRI.
What did you think of the foul, or how he went down? Did you think it was in?
I haven't seen the replay. I asked our guys behind the bench, and they just said it looked like there was some physicality on the rebound, and I think Thompson just inadvertently found himself underneath Jimmy just based on the tug of war that was going on there. So I mean, we didn't think there was anything wrong with the play. It's just one of those plays.
What did you generally think of just kind of?
Yeah, I mean, what Steve Kerr said there in answer to that question about how it happened and Amen Thompson and that kind of thing. When you watch this play again, I don't think you can find any fault with anybody in this. This was Thompson who took a shove, really, and then he wound up taking the legs out of Jimmy Butler.
That was purely just an accident.
Yeah. And so we wait and see on Jimmy Butler and how much time he will miss, if any. Will he miss a game?
I don't think he'll miss a game. Jimmy's tough, man.
Yeah. Be up to that end.
And I tell you what, I really think.
Oh, you bluff.
Yeah.
There you go.
But finish your thought.
I think if they hadn't won the first game, I think Jimmy would have tried to play tonight.
Okay. That would be big.
We await the results of the MRI on the pelvic.
John Cena, congratulations.